Welcome to another Musky Tip Monday on Anthony's Outdoors. In this episode, I'd like to talk about low water levels. As you can see right here, this area is usually underwater. For this particular lake, we're about 4 feet down for this time of year. But that doesn't mean you should stop fishing. In this episode, I'd like to cover a couple tips and tricks that could help you put more fish in your boat during low water level conditions. You waited all year for this trip, you did all the planning, you bought all the lures and equipment, you get to the boat launch and you are shocked at what you see. A lake that is 4 foot low from normal. What do? Well, you keep fishing, that's for sure. Look at this high water mark here. This is where the lake normally is at, right here. All right, the camera right now is sitting about a foot above the current water level. But that didn't stop us. And here's a few fish that we caught during these low water level situations. All right, Courtney with a beautiful flowage muskie. Look at that, very nice fish. All right, not the biggest muskie in the world, but a really healthy, pretty fish.
I'm trying.
All right, Courtney just caught her personal best, 47-inch flowage tank. Look at this fish. Again, green and black, guys. You got to be throwing green and black on stained waters. One of the things you don't want to do while fishing in low water situations is come up on one of your favorite spots real hot, because you might just end up putting your boat up on top of the structure and ruining it. As you can see here, this is a rock bar that we've fished frequently in the past. This is usually completely underwater. And in this situation, right now, I'm about 1.5 to 2 cast lengths off of where I would normally position the boat so that I can properly fish this. Now, in situations with low water like this, the fish are still going to be on these spots. They're just going to set up a little bit differently. Depending on how these points of these rocks lay out, they're going to set up just a little bit lower, and they might set off to the left or to the right of those rock points. But they're still going to be on that structure, so don't skip it just because the water's low. One major advantage when the water is low is you get to see how structure is laid out, and you can come back later when the water is high and really pick it apart. I've fished this piece of structure here many times, and I never realized that it was in the shape of a heart or an arrow, with the arrow pointing to the north. So I've got a heavier rock pile to the north, to the southwest and southeast, with a saddle that runs to another rock pile further out. Knowing that, I can come back when we got full pool here and really hit this thing and pick it apart and hopefully put some more fish in the boat. Okay, here's our final example of some low water level fishing. Again, we are about a full cast length away from where we would normally fish this weed spot. If you can see right here, there's a definite line where the current stops moving, and that's because the weeds have gotten so thick there from the water being low that the current stops moving through it. Normally we'd be another cast length in, and we'd actually be casting towards that stump and working our way around to those stumps over there, and there's that weed flat. But because the lake is so low, that weed flat has actually been pushed out further, and we're having to keep our boat further out. Well, I'm back home. We literally got blown off the water after that last couple scenes we filmed there for Musky Tip Monday. I want to thank you guys for watching, and I really hope that some of the tips and tricks I provided in this episode will help put more fish in your boat. If you guys liked what you saw in this episode, hit that like button, comment down below, and subscribe, because there will be a lot more Musky Tip Mondays coming your way. Thanks for watching.